Today we're talking about accounting profit maximization and specifically about PPC marketing, sales, and CRM. So let's kick this off. Let's talk about, I thought we could talk about first, how are traditionally oriented accounting firms approaching growth? So who wants to start us off?
Well, yeah, that's a good one. And it's an important one. Here, I'll kick it off on some of the marketing side here. I think that, traditional firms have primarily focused on relationship-driven growth strategies, right? So the approach leans heavily on building and maintaining strong personal connections, which totally makes sense, right? Because you have to build trust in this industry. And people have to know, like, and trust you. So a lot of these things are face-to-face. Think of networking, industry circles, participating in community type organizations, professional events, and then referrals from existing clients. So, really centered more towards direct outreach, shaking hands, and getting to know people. And then if firms are going to take it one step further, then they start looking at potentially cold calling, print or advertising, maybe hosting seminars or conferences, right? That's kind of like how they go after it from what we're seeing. Neil, on the sales side, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think strategy is kind of a strong word, right? For how most people in accounting pursue growth. I think it's more like, hey, I'm really good at my job. I do really good work, and I'm going to get more work because I'm doing a really good job. And I think there's different levels when you think about business development and how partners, managers develop business. I think traditionally it's based on, hey, I want to go out to networking events. I want to build my network. I want to grow relationships. And those are tending to be people that are just naturally wired to do that. But business development isn't a soft skill, right? It's something that is learned. It's structurable. You can build a plan of action or operation for business development and how you need to build your business development just like you would do an audit or just like you would do a tax return, right? So you can do these things structurally, but I think it's more ambiguous. It's viewed as more of a soft skill, like, oh, I'm an extrovert, so I'm good at business development and I'm going to go out and go to events. But that's not necessarily the future here. But I think that's how firms have traditionally grown. You have rainmaker qualities, right? And that's typically what it looks like. But I think there's also another section to this, which is capacity, right? So a lot of accounting firms, they don't have capacity to take on more work, right? So they typically just allow the leads that are coming in or the referrals that they're getting to drive their direction. And that's how majority of firms have grown, and they've been successful over the years. And there's some really great people doing it, but that's traditionally how things have grown on the business development side.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing from Alex. Yeah, sorry. You're from what you're saying, Alex. It's kind of like bankers' breakfast, lawyers' lunches, networking, that sort of thing. And Neil, what I'm hearing there is that there isn't a lot of strategy. There's not a lot of design thinking in what they're doing. It's kind of more organic.
It is, yeah, for sure. It's both what Alex, you go do those things and you do good work and you get more work. And that's how it's worked for a lot of these firms over time.
Through that referral process.
Sure.
And then they're also fortunate in people don't usually like to change their accountant very often.
Yeah.
It's not once it's working for them, they tend to not leave. And the statistics that I'm seeing show that their retention rate annually is 90%, and they can keep them for 10 years or more. Mm-hmm. So that also kind of helps to support that model of growth on the traditional side. Yeah.